Oh, we're here. Take part in a soiree entertainments. Yeah. We do that. People, hello again.
Come, let's look in the alcoves. Put your own house order first.
What the fuck, get out.
Please do not disturb.
Come on, Geralt, be bold. Show us the artist in you. The paintballs, cast them at the canvas.
Good folk, yet another soul longing to express its creative side.
Well, you are modern art.
It's not a landscape you defend. It's a manifestation of the man's spirit.
Should you draw these hues, drop them in the pail and grab a different road. Yellow? Why ever yellow?
It's obvious. It represents transgression in its purest
Should you draw
Oh my god, 15.
them in the pail and grab a different road. That green, lush and verdant as a field of vines. To wise and to wine! Scarlet, crimson, foxglove. Lips, full sensual heartedness. Composition takes shape.
Sure to be in one of the alcoves.
Quite the zone.
or a deeply internalized fear.
Come,
Just one ball.
switch.
Voila! Fine. Now, allow me a moment to ponder. My appraisal? The painting depicts spiritual dualism. The continual battle between good and evil. And defiance.
Oh yes, that's him all right. Good versus evil. The dualist.
What do you mean earthquake hit your city? What city? It hit half of my country also. Not as strong as Croatia, but it fucking hit. And it keeps going as far as I know. There was an earthquake like an hour ago again. This year, it never ends. Just imagine the next year. Last time I heard 1980. Yeah, I believe last earthquake here in my city was in 1987 or no, in 1988. 1988 was the last earthquake here. Velika Gorica.
Nature of man.
I've seen
Very
it.
defiance.
I know. There's nothing I can say about it. It's just
Absinthe, the preferred
Crazy
age
year.
of artists.
Careful.
fucking crazy year.
That's a pretty powerful punch.
I've built up a pretty powerful resistance.
Need I remind you, it's neither did you.
I even noticed that during this year I lost will to play games, okay?
Your boards, as you've made no effort to understand.
Yeah,
it's a
in fact,
metaphor of the constant struggle for power and influence. What else will they think of? If they can't agree,
Sure, good to see you, Baron.
What am I supposed to do here? Huh? Ah, invisible rope. Okay. Disgusting yet. All in all, it's a disgusting yet.
Need I remind you, it's neither did you. Tensions. I was prepared for all sorts of criticism, but
Stage play.
tensions. Blah, blah, blah. Avant-garde, schmavant-garde. It's all about
I believe I haven't had corona in the previous 15 days. Okay. On top of all of the shit this
They
year,
say
I think I
releasing
had
them brings
corona.
good luck.
I'll need to do antibodies test during next year. I couldn't stand up for 5 days.
I wish you health, glory, honor. Well, I never. Well, I
Fine. Let's give it a try.
never suspected you believed in such things.
Zawsze.
Look at the mage. I believe he's casting spells.
Yeah, we'll see.
Ah, how beautiful. The dolphins. That is no ordinary illusion. The man is a true artist.
Impressive.
I can't cast a single sign.
tensions. Blah, blah, blah. Avant-garde, schmavant-garde. It's all about two
You ought
things.
to be in one of the
Tensions. I was prepared for all.
Search the alcoves for a woman with a Koveri orchid. Koveri orchid.
How fares your health?
Where are you? What do you mean light? What were the symptoms?
Do not disturb. Shoo, shoo.
Because I can also call it light.
It's the right
I
flower.
was just out of energy.
Of course it is. A Koviri
What
orchid
symptoms?
lends just the right contrast to her complexion.
Need to talk to your model. It'll only take a minute.
To me?
Lie still. You may speak, but for love's sake, do not move.
Wow.
Możesz się namaszczyć.
Impressive
Nie
portrait.
problem.
I know the style, the stroke. This is Dorian Velez.
The gracious lady has heard of me?
I've heard Anna Henrietta herself wished you to paint her portrait once.
At one point, the palace chamberlain even wrote to me, but alas, ultimately refused my terms.
What was the matter?
When he learned I only ever paint nudes, he severed all contact. He said he would not dare offend her illustrious highness with such a proposition. I've always longed to paint her. Such a shame.
I think you may still get your chance.
I had chest pains for around 2 days when I breathe in and breathe out. It happens once in 3 hours and it lasts for like 5 seconds. without headaches, without temperature. It started with 5 days of muscle pain, joints, elbows, my entire back and neck from behind, huge muscle pains. I couldn't even sit. My head felt like it was 50 kilograms heavy. Then, when it passed, I was sleeping for 4 days straight. Again, after I woke up those 4 days when it passed, then I started to have chest pains. Now I'm without chest pains, without headaches, without temperature, with a little muscle pain and only in my neck. And I feel tiredness, okay? I'm on like 10% of my strength for 15 days in a row. I can't lift a fucking fork. Those would be all symptoms.
We came here to meet you, specifically.
To meet me? But why?
Centurion Noble you came here with. Wanted to ask you about him.
Centurion Noble. Ah, you must think I'm Cecilia.
Orchid confused me.
I told you not to move!
As she concluded her performance, Cecilia tossed the flower into the crowd. I caught it, but I did see the nobleman.
Really like to talk to him. What did he look like?
Like many here, tall, dark, masked.
Know where he might be now?
He gave Cecilia a small gift, a heart-shaped box. Then they strolled off together towards the refreshment tables.
Excuse me, madame, monsieur, I cannot work like this. You must leave now.
I'll tell you the main difference that I noticed. I'm not counting all of those symptoms, okay? It can be flu, it can be corona, it can be 1 million different things. It doesn't matter. The main symptom that I have, and it still lasts, how I noticed that something is wrong. During my whole life, so 34 years, I could walk up the stairs, like let's say 15 floors, alright? And then I would get tired. Now I can't walk up 1 floor up the stairs, okay? I feel fucking exhausted. Only 1 floor, like I went 15 floors up. That's how much strength I got right now for bloody 15 days. And it still lasts, what's even worse. I still feel very tired, but I can't lay in the bed anymore. I just can't. I'll fucking freak out. 15 days, come on. Never in my life I lost strength and get tired that quickly. Never. How did I contract it? Did I know? No. How would I know? I always entered shops, markets with a mask on. I didn't scratch my nose right before I washed my hands. You got COVID from your mother. My mother works in a COVID ambulance. She puts that fucking thing in people's noses, alright? Tests. How do they call them? PCR tests. Yeah. She does that in the last month or so. And she is on a dentist, alright? She works over there. So we don't have doctors anymore. Then they brought my mother from 60 years age to work with the sick patients. But I didn't get it from her because I haven't seen my mother in 2 months. My wife also had very similar symptoms as I did, only the main difference between her and me was temperature. She had 37.2 max, like 3 or 4 times, something like that. From meds, we didn't take anything but vitamins, fruits, vitamins, and some algae. That's about it. Not a single medicine. The one from spring still doesn't have taste or smell. Yeah, I know. I know a different thing, alright? A friend of mine, she lost her taste of smell and taste, alright? And now she says that oranges taste like apples, sugar tastes like shit tastes like sugar, and that's like 6 or 7 months now. Changed smell and taste. And it doesn't expire. And I checked out most of those things, okay? You see the term, what the fuck is happening to me, alright? Why am I tired nonstop? They call it long COVID. They don't know how long it lasts. That's why it's called long COVID. Sometimes it lasts 2 weeks, sometimes it's a month, and sometimes it seems like it's forever. I really hope this shit with me is not forever, because I'll fucking freak out on 10% of my strength for the rest of my life. I really hope it's not that shit. You see that I can't stream more than 4 hours. I need to go down and sleep. That's how disgusting it is. Yeah, sugar tastes like shit, that's what she said, but also oranges tastes like apples, alright? Perfumes also don't smell good. A lot of different shit, you know. Dante, hello Dante. Don't go out partying, nothing works, everything is shut down, nothing will work on 31st. Nor would I go even if it works, alright? But nothing works. I don't go out at all. My food arrives. My fridge is full. Bills are paid. I don't have a need to go out. But I don't know how long it will last. I can't wait to get my strength back and go and test myself on those antibodies. See how it goes. All in all, it's disgusting. Everyone had different symptoms, okay? Everyone. I know healthy people that do sports that ended up in a hospital. And then I have a friend that's 130 kilograms, all right? With health issues that didn't have a single symptom, okay? He was positive without, okay, he lost smell and taste for only 3 days. It came back to him, he was completely normal. Completely unhealthy person with 130 kilograms without any consequences and minimum symptoms. People that are full muscle, without body fat, that do sports, it doesn't matter, gym, basketball, whatever. I know examples that ended up in a hospital. If it's the same virus, that shouldn't happen. It's not the same virus. There are at least 6 or 7 types of that shit virus, right? And you can only pray to God that you don't get hit by the strongest version of it. You lost all your strength for 10 days or so. So I'm not the only one there. You know what's also might be the case why he got over it that fast? Because he smokes like 2 or 3 packs per day. And maybe his lungs are so freaking poisonous that it even killed coronavirus inside, alright? That shit can also happen. I know a lot of smokers that didn't get corona or they're without symptoms. Okay? An idiot of me decided to stop smoking during this year. And what I got in return, instead of good health, I got fucking corona. Come on. That ain't even funny. Yeah, indeed, fuck 2020. I don't know if you guys seen the earthquakes today. We also got earthquakes today, huge fucking earthquakes, and they still last. You'll never know, Dante, if you don't do antibodies test. You need to get your blood on and see what's wrong with you. I don't know, if this year was like, you know how it was. Imagine 2021. Holy shit. Right now, I just want to get better. Nothing else. Just want to get better. I know when it started. And I even watched, okay? You can check it out because I believe I uploaded those videos. I'm not sure. Yeah, I uploaded some. My last 2 days of Cyberpunk is when it started. Last 2 days of Cyberpunk videos is when it started. And it still lasts. Minor, very minor symptoms, but they're fucking annoying, okay? These fucking neck pains, I can't put my head left or right. And it passed. I had them for 5 days. Then I didn't felt any pain. 5 days passed, and now I got pains again. Come on. Like when I touch my neck, I can hear it, you know, scratching. It's like something gets inside it. Like a freaking parasite or whatever the fuck this shit is in my back. Yeah, I can even hear it when I touch it. Fucking hell. What was I saying? Well, also that brain fog that I have, right? I forget things. I don't know what I wanted to say. I forget what I wanted to do. I go to the fridge and I forget why I got to the fridge. All right, whether I want a juice or yogurt or something like that. I fucking forget what I want, you know. That also happens to me. Not often, but it happens. Fucking brain fog. Yeah, very strange symptoms. Very strange symptoms. First, what I thought during the first day, I thought that I had what they call pre-stroke, and then 20 days pass, and you get a real stroke. Because that's how I felt. All right. You don't get temperature, but you feel like you have temperature. You're burning hot and you don't have temperature. Then your heart starts pounding. You can't breathe. Your legs and arms start swallowing, I guess, something like that. Shivers, right? And I said, that's it, I'm gonna have a stroke. It passed. So I went to cardiologist. And I did all tests. That was like 10 days ago. Everything you can imagine. A private doctor, best machines available in my country. And he said that I missed the building, that I should be somewhere else, that my heart is completely healthy, and that I have a heart of a 15 years old, right? And I told him about all of those symptoms and similar shit. He said there is no answer. And I asked him what he thinks about COVID. And he said like he studied with a lot of people from France and London, all great doctors for different branches, but it doesn't matter, they all know their job, I guess. And he said that it's 90% sure that it's a bioweapon. And there is no answer. The only thing he said to me was, you can contract COVID and get COVID. Just pray to God you don't get the worst kind of it. Because if you get the worst kind of it, it doesn't matter how healthy you are, what age you are. You just pray to God you don't get it. I think I didn't get the hardest COVID, okay? I didn't get mild symptoms also. I was something in between, just without temperature, thank God. And yeah, you think you're gonna die. For 5 seconds, you think it's over. All right? You really think it's over. You're gonna have a freaking stroke, it's over. It's like a cold sweat. You think that's it. Goodbye. But that's just a freaking virus, man. It changes your psyche, you know? Your brain changes. It's fucking disgusting. Transistor, I doubt it's them. I got different theories that I can't speak about on the internet. I don't want to get banned. But I got different theories. Because I spoke with some physicians in my country. People that do that shit, you know, researchers. And I kind of believe their story way much more. It's far more complicated. Yeah, he said he's 90% sure that it's a bioweapon. And he said all of those doctors from his college when he was young, that he's in contact with, they don't know what it is, they don't know how it works, they can't be sure how it gets transmission. No one knows anything about it, okay? They just know one thing, they're sure it's bioweapon. Now, what will you believe? It doesn't matter, to be honest, when you get it. When you get it, you don't care about anything at all, to be honest. You just care how to get good again, nothing else. It's not my theory, it's the theory I believe in, the theory that's most logic, and the only valid theory in my mind. And it's very scary, and it won't stop. Who benefits from releasing a weapon like this? Let me put it this way. Since 1970, we're printing money. It's a balloon that goes like this. And then it can't grow anymore. Inflation comes up. And what happens then? You need a reset. Alright? Why? Because poor become normal, normal become rich, rich become very rich become mega rich, don't even know how much money they got. And all are just printing money, all right? And we're multiplying. What was the count? 1930, there were 2 billion people. 2020, there are 8 billion people. 8 billion people. That's 8 billion shit per day. Where does all of that shit goes? What happens with Earth? Pollution, right? How much garbage do you make? Think about it daily. How much garbage do you make? A full basket. Multiply that with 8 billion. Where does all the garbage go? Right? How much meat do we eat? How do they produce all of that for 8 billion people? What are the consequences for the atmosphere? It's just a balloon that keeps growing, and when it pops, everything explodes, okay? This has nothing to do with nature, this is all about money. Shit, 2 times a day. That is mentioned. Okay. Where does it all go?
We must throw off the map. Venture beyond the bounds of cognition.
Love letter.
Color is but the shadow.
Are you shitting me, man?
It is
Do take care of it.
I can't take a love letter.
Good to see you.
Bit of Fistech. Artist's way of numbing their existential pain.
I do not even wish to comment.
I haven't told you my theory, by the way, with this. It's just facts. Has nothing to do with combat.
Empty heart-shaped box. Cecilia must have left it behind.
It looks like it held a flask of perfume. A gift from the Cintrian, I imagine.
Scent still hangs in the air. Someone left there that's behind. Looks a little like dandelions.
This was scratched. Someone eating it once.
Greetings.
But what if it doesn't come?
He'll definitely come.
Sorry, only artists in the Mandragora allowed.
Come, we must consider what to do.
I'd recognize that voice anywhere.
You must be mistaking me for someone else.
I served 15 years in the palace. Your Grace, I'd not mistake you for anyone.
Shh, not so loud. We are here incognito, on state business.
Yes, Your Grace. How may I serve?
I hope we can count on your discretion.
Of course. I shall be silent as the grave.
Looking for Cecilia Bellant. Seen her?
She's in her dressing room, where she went with a nobleman. They clearly were drawn to each other.
What did the man look like?
Tall, broad-shouldered, a black beard peeping out from under his mask, and he spoke with a foreign accent, a drawl of sorts.
That must be him. We must get to the dressing room, quickly.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll take you.
No, stay here. Anyone tries to flee, you stop them.
Understood.
This
Quickly,
idiot stuff.
upstairs.
As I said, guys, I just hope it's gonna pass. Nothing else. I just wanna be normal again. Like I was.
That must be Cecilia.
No pulse. We're too late.
He slit her throat. The brute.
Didn't go out the door. Guard would have noticed. Might still be somewhere here.
Yeah, I'm gonna
You
be
must
taken
find
by
him
the
before he
aliens
harms
because
another.
I'm marked.
I shall alert Oriana at once.
Sure.
She should bring her soiree to a close.
Shouldn't split up.
Geralt, I will be fine. Go after that rogue. I shall fetch help.
You know I live on aspirin for 10 days. That's the only med I take. Everything else is vitamins. I only take aspirin.
Killed her, then went out on the balcony. Tore down the door, made a platform. Clever. Bloody handprint. Pretty strong, too. It's his.
Was Cyberpunk worth? You got my review on my YouTube channel. Check it out. I don't wish to speak
Broke
about
the flower pot
Cyberpunk
when moving the
ever
door,
again.
and stepped in the soil. Footprints made by soiled boots. Must have climbed this ladder.
Was it worth a review on YouTube? For the price, it ain't worth it. Okay, it's a very short game, Resident Evil 3. It's a good game. But for the initial price, no, that ain't worth it.
Could
But
still
it's a
be
good
here. Need to stay alert.
Worse than Resident Evil 2, but still good.
Smashed mirror. Someone crashed into it hard, then sank to the floor.
I didn't say great, I said good. There's a huge difference. You can swallow it for 6 hours. It's good for 6 hours. Nah, it's not 5 out of 10. For a AAA title, it's 7 out of 10. For all titles combined, A, AA, AAA, it's 8 out of 10. For AAA, it's 7 out of 10. Well, maybe even less because it's expensive and short. 6 out of 10 for AAA.
Jewelry box. Lock's busted. Picked open, probably.
I can't acknowledge that price for 6 hours. No
Thanks
fucking
of a
way.
snap chain. Jewel must have been on it.
Sometimes, from time to time, I love playing short games because I can do them in a day or two.
Precious stone. Bloody fingerprint on it. Thief came for this. Must have. Tiny chain links next to it. From a snapped necklace. Seems there was a struggle.
For me, for example, my point of view, what are the fair prices for games? Okay. Replay value, good or great replay value, should be counted as like, I don't know, $20 or so for a new game. And then it should go $1 per hour played. So if the game is long 20 hours, doesn't matter if it's AAA, AA, it should be $40. $20 if it has replay value, $20 if it's 20 hours long. That's a fair price. For a new game.
Bloodstains.
Hollow Knight should be $100. That's how good and innovative it is. Okay. It's one of the best 2D games ever. And I would put $100 price on it. Right? Easily. Along with all DLCs combined. Okay. But games like Hollow Knight are very rare. Will you check that fucking thing or not? Look at him.
Sconce is bent. Smeared with blood. Someone try to grab it. Looks valuable, but it's not what he came for.
Now I think I felt an earthquake. My kids are acting normal. I guess not.
Empty inkwell. Knocked over, turned toward the room. Canvas is cut. Somebody took a knife to the painting, looks like.
No, it ain't normal at all. Felt only one in my entire life.
Locked. And no key in sight. box. Lock's busted. Picked open, probably. Blood on the window frame. Someone climb out? Fall out?
What have I missed? What have I missed? Huh.
Hunting knife. Richly ornamented. Used during the fight, probably. Jewel was in the box, it seems. Centurion tried to steal it, but someone got in his way. They fought, struggled, that's clear. Ended with one of them flying out the window. Fall had to have killed them. Jewel's still here, though, so our Centurion must have been the flyer.
Witcher 3 plus DLC should be 1 million. No. No. If there's justice and reality.
So, this is the tracker. A Witcher, yes?
It should be around
Indeed,
150
this is
to
him.
200 bucks.
We found
For
the
what
body
it offers.
together. Then he set off in pursuit of the killer.
And ended up here, but I've only found evidence of a fight. Seems the Centurions killed his last. Finally failed this time. Shame it happened too late for Cecilia.
Poor girl. Always told her she chose her males badly. But I would never have suspected she could arrive with a murderer. I'll alert the staff. Have them see to her body at once. Meanwhile, we should sit. I will tell you everything, in full detail. I caught him red-handed, attempting to burgle, rifling through my possessions.
What did you do? Summon the guards?
There was no time. I feared he'd escape, refused to give him the chance. He stood with his back to me, so I attacked. He struck his head on a picture frame as we struggled. He was bleeding, dazed, and then he drew a knife. Everything happened very quickly then. I knocked the weapon out of his hand and pushed him hard. He...
Fell out of the window.
Just so.
I think about Netflix series. Mediocre. Not bad, not good. First I was afraid about Geralt and how will he turn out to be. At the end Geralt was the best in this TV show. And everything else was a complete failure. So mediocre. Right. Good to spend time on, I guess. Nothing special.
None too wise picking a fight with an armed robber.
Why? Because I'm a woman, in a frock rather than plate. I can take care of myself, I assure you. A hairpin might look like mere ornament, but plunged into an eye, it can be as effective as a blade.
Who played Geralt? Superman. What was his fucking name? Cavill something. Henry Cavill, I think it was. Something like that.
Claim the man was trying to rob you when you walked into the room?
Yes, he stood over my dressing table, pouring through my
He did it
jewelry.
well.
Mm-hmm. After this is my guess. Picked it up while searching.
Why, that's the heart of Toussaint. Oriana, how did you ever come to have it?
I bought it, many years ago, from a young woman.
Jewel seems important. Why?
The heart is an heirloom. It belonged to my family for years. Then it disappeared. I didn't think we would ever recover it.
Seems someone is very determined to find it. The thief left his tool bag behind. Found this drawing inside it. Look.
The heart of Toussaint. Representation's pretty faithful. Centurion must have been on a job. Got very clear instructions what to look for.
So it is not him we seek, but his employer. Is this the only evidence we found?
Also happened on the weapon he attacked Oriana with. Hunting knife. Used to skin game. Got an emblem on its hilt.
This crest is used by the Lords of Duntine. The present master of the castle is a passionate hunter. Our next lead, perhaps.
Duntine. Remember the place. Abandoned ruin just a few years ago.
More recently, the family's last heir, Roderick, returned to his
Oh.
ancestral seat and restored the castle.
Know any more about this Roderick?
His grandfather was an advisor to Queen Ademarta. The family received those lands as a grant for his service. Roderick is quite the recluse. He avoids
Daj mi
society,
telefon.
preferring the company of a small team of knights, though the latter term is imprecise, as they seem more akin to vandals with crests on their shields.
Share it wherever you like. Be free to do so. Sharing is caring. That counts for Corona too.
Oriana, everything we discussed here, hope you'll keep it to yourself. Counting on it, in fact. Word gets out he, failed in his attempt to steal the jewel. His employer could run. We need to proceed cautiously.
Discretion is in the interest of us all. I'll not ask what this is about, just as I expect not to be troubled about it again. By anyone.
Forgive me, Madam Oriana, but might I have a word?
You must excuse me a moment.
Oriana, any thoughts?
Few make me feel awkward, but in her presence, I sense anxiety, discomfort.
Anxiety. The world's greatest threat.
The drawing. It's on the same type of paper the victims' names were written on. Drawn with the same ink, too. Seems the work of our blackmailers.
Who were not only behind the beast's murders, but also stole the Son Real and sought to steal the heart of Toussaint.
Look, the wine, the jewel, both tied to you intrinsically. Coincidence? Not something I'm willing to believe. Worried about one thing. That somewhere at the end of this scheme, plan might call for an attempt on your life.
It could be something else altogether. My sister, Siana, might be among the schemers. She left court when we were children. My parents banished her from the duchy. I've not seen her since.
What did your sister do to get banished?
Siana was cursed.
Parents run afoul of some mage?
No. She was born at an inopportune moment. They said she was touched by the curse of the Black Sun. Geralt, is it true? Can an individual be evil because they were born during the wrong lunar phase?
Could be the case. Could also be because they were treated like lepers from birth. Isolated, prodded, ostracized. Couldn't have had it easy, Siana.
She was angry at the whole world. She felt inferior, felt pain, though she masked this with confidence, arrogance even. She could also be cruel at times. I recall one such situation. She persuaded Cedric the Coolbird that she could see the future in her dreams. We were children, and Cedric's brother was smitten with me. It was an innocent childhood crush. Sienna knew of it. She told Cedric of a dream she had had, that he would die at the hands of his own brother. Cedric stole his father's sword and killed his brother. She destroyed 2 lives with a prank. Cedric mourns to this day. In the end, they forced her to leave the palace. A decade passed. More. I've missed her terribly since.
Think your sister might be involved? Why?
You see, I recall her always being rather possessive, throwing jealous fits if I had something she didn't.
Here, that's normal for sisters. Rivalry.
True. I suppose I gave as good as I got. There are times I miss that very much. The wine, its theft was the first clue. That's very much like her. She always did enjoy stealing my toys. But I grew almost certain when I saw the heart of Toussaint. Sienna received it from father as a gift, at a time when my parents thought of her as but an ill-behaved little girl. Someone wanted some of my wine. The same someone ordered our family jewels stolen, or recovered. It's my sister. It must be.
A fallen princess satisfying whims, going after lost luxuries? Could be right.
Your mission has gained new import. You must go to Duntine, and if Sienna is there, you must find her. No matter what she did, she is not to be harmed in any way, shape, or form. You must make sure of that.
I'll find her if she's there.
I hope you do. I very much wish to talk to her. Sister to sister.
Your Grace, Geralt, I'd like to introduce...
Regis! What a surprise! I had no idea you were in Beauclair. And this is...
My very dear friend, Detlaf van der Eretain, an arrival from Nazaire.
We are lending our combined resources to the Witch's Hunt.
Ah, yes. Splendid. But why are you here at Oriana's?
They came to pay me a surprise visit, so I invited Regis in for a glass of wine. We've known each other for... ages. Literally. Witcher, I hear you know Regis too. Even that you are friends.
Seem surprised. Why?
I never would have suspected Regis to find common ground with a Witcher.
Don't be fooled, dear. Geralt has many merits. He merely hides them from the world very diligently.
You said you're both aiding him with his contract. It involves the Beast of Beauclair, I suspect. Master Witcher, maybe you could satisfy my curiosity. What's it like going toe-to-toe with a monster, knowing you've only 2 options, to kill or be killed?
Despite what you might have heard, I don't lunge at every monster I see sword in hand. Talking gets the job done for some.
I wonder what a monster might have to say to you.
It might want to apologize.
My word. For what might a monster wish to apologize to a Witcher?
For killing. Though at times there is no choice, when loved ones are at risk and require protection.
Same as humans. Put them in that situation, they'll kill too.
You understand this. It must be why you and Regis are friends. If I understand you correctly, you would rather help a monster than kill it.
If possible, yeah. Or at least try.
Enough about the Witcher trade for now. Regis mentioned you come from Nazaire. I spent time there as a child.
Fond memories?
It was wonderful. I was positively entranced by the land's fashions. Deep-cut dresses I found most fascinating.
I believe we're running short on wine. I should go to the cellar, bring another bottle.
Let me go. Wanna help, Regis? Know your wine a lot better than I know mine.
We shall return forthwith.
This is done so fucking well, this entire scene.
An exceptional conversation, don't you think? Vampires, a witcher,
And the Duchess of Toussaint? My.
Highly exceptional, Regis. Wanted to talk to you in private. You crazy bringing Detloff here?
Geralt, allow me to explain.
No, let me explain. He's dangerous, and you were gonna watch him.
But that is precisely what I'm doing. Detlaff believes you'll succeed in your task, and he'll not need to kill anymore.
That is, not until he gets his hands on the men who kidnapped his Renna.
Oriana, she really your friend? Can she be trusted?
I met her years ago, before I met you, and before she settled in Beauclair. We'd not seen one another in... I can't begin to tell you in how long.
But I shall tell you all about her some other day.
Guessing it's no accident you two stopped by.
It would be quite some coincidence indeed. No, a dutiful little bird told us.
Mm-hmm. Now listen close. Managed to learn where the blackmailers are. They're based at Duntine Castle.
That's splendid news. If they are there, Renna must be there as well.
Duchess expects we'll find her long-lost sister there too. Thing is, she might be involved. Could be behind the blackmailing.
Do you mean to say your task now is to extract 2 women from the castle?
Mean to say we can't breathe a word of this to Detloff, who wants revenge above all else.
Geralt, you must trust me. I've got a way with...
No, Regis. Can't risk it. Gotta keep Detloff here while I go to Duntine.
Alone?
Alone. That way I can make sure neither woman will come to any harm.
I hope you know what you're doing. Fine. I shall see to Detlaff. Good luck, my friend.
Splendidly, Detlaff. Ah, I'm grateful you brought back those memories. You're back. It took you long enough.
Contrary to what common folk believe, choosing a wine is not nearly as easy as it might seem. Especially a wine to be served to 2 exquisite ladies.
Regis, gallant as ever. I regret all the more that I shan't finish this second bottle with you. Duty calls.
Your Grace, always a pleasure.
I thank you for your help. It's been invaluable. Geralt, will you see me out? You have exceptional friends. This Detlaff, an intriguing man to say the least.
Don't know him too well. He say much about himself?
Not much, but I've a good sense of the true nature of those I meet. I'd not survive a week at court otherwise.
So what's his?
Sensitive, sad. He carries within him the weight of a terrible tragedy. He is a good man, but lost, which is why he comes across as grim.
Didn't expect the evening to end like this.
Neither did I. But I have not drawn you out for a romantic stroll. I wish to make certain you know what you are to do.
Mm-hmm. Gotta go to Duntine.
I've decided my guardsmen will support you. You will meet them at Count de la Croix Mill. It stands along the Saône-Retour River, near the Cockatrice Inn. Captain de la Tour and his men will await you there at midnight. You shall storm the castle together.
I'm glad to see her illustrious grace summon such a professional.
We're playing with balloons. And this shit would freak me out if it popped behind my back. Kids are nuts. Oh my god. 1 second.
Witcher.
What was I wearing? Manticore. Yeah, that's Manticore. The rest doesn't matter.
Show me the sword.
Only the main quest, and we stick with the main quest. How far? Color bianco. Think I would rest.
If they would just take to work as they take to dancing.
Can you fathom it? Vermentino and Coronato reconciled?
The days pass. Pile of wood.
Run, Roach.
Nights trading in wine.
Turning point in the story. After this, you'll no longer be able to finish certain side quests, save the game before continuing them.
I'm early. No guardsmen yet.
Daj im granule malo da zamuknu. After midnight, eh? Fuck.
So eager, are you? The mill.
No, they're just
We
hungry.
shall discuss the assault inside.
They're hungry 24/7.
See, you already prepared a plan. Walk me through it.
We have two objectives. To find Her Illustrious Highness's sister and capture the man who blackmailed the vampire. Duntine is a modest complex. Several old buildings, a high wall around them. At the center of the enclosure stands an imposing keep, restored not long past by the elderly knight of the castle, Roderick. We mean to strike here, through the main gate, then secure the area in front of the keep by storm.
How many men defend Duntine, you know?
Roderick maintains a team of knights for defense. They are no army, but they could number several dozen. Also, Roderick recently took in a band of foreign mercenaries. About them, we know very little.
Cintrian's men, gotta be. Ran into a few in town. They tried to kill me. Need to hit them from both sides. You draw the defenders, keep them busy. I'll sneak in the back way, find the women, make sure they come to no harm. I'll vault over the wall as soon as you start your assault.
Your plan puts you at great risk, but I sense you will handle it well. Let us go.
So it begins.
Quick! We grab Roderick's horses and we bolt.
We won't vault far if the boys out front don't hold.
Not so fast. Little change of plans.
That was fucking close.
Roderick sent them to get the horses. He's looking to flee. Can't let him.
Can't say.
I see no ducals along the road.
They must not be guarding it.
Roderick was right. We can't flee.
Gotta be
We'll
Roderick
land us.
trying to
Load
escape.
those crates on the wagon!
Someone's here! They've breached the back wall!
Come on! Kill him! Shit! Onward! No mercy!
Damn it.
Sound
Jesus
him!
Christ.
Sound and kill! Go on, lads! Beat the bum butcher! I shall show you, rogue!
Not good.
Motherfucker.
Mercy! Mercy! I did no wrong!
Nah, kept the wrong damn company. Centrion's men, where are they?
I knew. Shouldn't have let them under my roof.
Where are they now?
In the keep, ready in their escape.
There's someone with them? Woman named Sienna?
Of course. She convinced me to let them in.
And a whole pile of trouble along with them. Where is she?
Packing. We were to leave together. An old fool. I'd have done anything for her.
Where is she? In the keep too?
Yes. Her chamber is in the tower. The top floor.
Where's the hostage? The woman?
What? What do you mean? I know nothing about a hostage. Must be the handiwork of my guests. What will become of me?
Leaving you to the ducal guard, if you don't bleed to death in the meantime.
Chewie, a pox upon you!
Level 85. How much points do I got, by the way? Where is it? 33 points available, eh? Achievement unlocked. Dendrologist. I knew I always missed that freaking achievement, that's why I did it. But it's whatever.
How many? They're too many! You cannot stop them! These ones! Kill this shit right now! Nice work! They're all around!
Giving you one last chance. Yield.
The damned harlot got us into this. Kill him! Attack!
Need to get into the keep.
They shall pay for everything!
Dear God, stop freaking me out. Well, at least I do something with it. I don't need to do shit. What the fuck?
Wasn't expecting to see you two here.
We thought you could use our help. So, Witcher, this is no time to explain. Where is Renna?
Expect to answer a lot of questions inside.
Let us go then. Renna! Are you hurt? If any of them.
You know me. I'd never let them hurt me. I just waited for you to come.
I didn't know where to look. They threatened to kill you. Forgive me. I failed you.
Now we need only find Anna Henrietta's sister. Where should we look? Do you know?
Mm-hmm. Ran into Roderick, Duntine's lord. Told me where I'd find Sienna.
Then speak and let's grab her. Time is short.
Said she was in a room in the tower. Very one we're in right now. Which, incidentally, looks nothing like a prison cell. And just so happens there's a carafe full of wine here. Bet it's stolen sans real.
What's your point?
Stop playing dumb. I know everything. Your plan, that this was part of it.
Witcher, what is this?
Sorry, Dettlaff. You've been had.
My friend, please. You must listen to what Geralt has to say.
Renna's not her real name. This is Sienna, and Sienna is sister to Anna Henrietta, the Duchess of Toussaint.
What nonsense is this?
Sienna was banished as a child, but it seems she trekked back here recently. Moved into Duntine and ran a Vandergild out of here. Sent a man called the Centrian to Beauclair to steal some wine for her. Wine reserved for the ducal family. Centrian led us to her. Caught him later stealing a jewel Sienna had gotten from her father as a child. Sorry, Dettlaff. She used you. Part of her plan.
Shh. And explain all. If you do not, I will raise Beauclair to the ground. This I promise you. You've 3 days. I shall be waiting.
He just fly off?
He did not wish to act rashly. He's gone to soothe his nerves.
Think he'll do it? Make good on his threat?
I cannot say. He can be unpredictable when fury consumes him.
I shall go to him.
Come again? After what he just...
You don't know Dettlaff like I do. If I don't do as he says, he truly will destroy the city. He's more than capable of it.
Conscience gets to you now?
Better... Better late than never, right?
Well, it truly does seem the best option.
Your Grace, we must proceed with caution. Guardsmen saw vampires here. They could still be about.
Vampires or no vampires, my sister is here. Find her.
Your Grace, that...
Sienna, it's true. It's you. Sister, dear, what have you gotten yourself into? So concerned, I'm surprised. Is there an ounce of truth to it? You feel resentment. I understand. But I promise we shall work through all the unfortunate matters of the past. We will discuss them later. Captain, escort Sienna to the palace. I shall meet with her as soon as we return.
As you wish, Your Grace.
And you, Witcher. You have my thanks. I cannot believe my sister was so near the whole time. Roderick of Duntine shall answer for treason and blackmail.
I'm gonna kill this people. Тишина. Тишина. Тишина.
Roderick got duped and used, just like the vampire.
Apropos, were you able to establish who kidnapped his beloved?
We've discovered Sienna blackmailed the vampire, ordered him to kill those men.
What? What nonsense is this?
She is his missing lover. Staged her own abduction to force him to do her bidding.
He was a tool. Whole scheme was Sienna's. She was behind it.
You're mistaken. You must be. This cannot be true.
Your Grace, I know this vampire and...
What? You know him? Who is he?
Dettlaff.
The same who so recently sat at my table and told me of Nazaire. Is there anything else you've neglected to mention? A dragon living beneath Mount Gorgon, perhaps? Is anyone else here a vampire? Where is he now?
Waiting for Sienna. If she doesn't show up to meet him by an appointed time, he'll destroy Beauclair.
He dares threaten us?
Your Grace, we have 3 days to bring him Sienna and...
Not a word. You have 3 days to bring me his head. No more secrets. No more helping vampires. I want what I'm paying for. The head of the beast.
Do you think Her Grace's nerves have been calmed?
Doubt it. Rarely forgets, rarely retracts what she says, especially not threats.
Yes, well, even I must admit Dettlaff's actions were highly inappropriate. Reprehensible, even. Are you upset?
Why would I be?
Let's see. You're returning from your hunt empty-handed. No trophy. No new lead to boast of, then pursue.
Upset's just not a sensation I feel. Ever. Mutations, remember?
Yes, of course. The excuse you resort to whenever you'd rather not talk about something.
Observant of you. So let's change the subject.
How do your employers customarily react when you fail to meet their expectations?
Depends. Peasants cuss me out. Merchants demand I refund their deposit, whereas nobles mostly just release their hounds.
And rulers?
Usually threaten me with the gallows.
Her most illustrious grace awaits the gentleman.
Your Grace, the population demands she be punished. Sienna's committed terrible crimes. Spilt so much blood. They...
Another word, Palmerin, and I shall spill even more blood. Yours. I repeat for the last time. Sienna is responsible for the death of many, true. But she is also my sister. We are bound by blood and by a shared childhood. I shall not allow her to be lynched.
Your Grace, I fear the masses might rise. Storm the prison, pitchforks and torches in hand.
Let them storm. They will not find her there. Sienna is hidden away in a safe place. She shall await trial there until we have rid ourselves of this accursed vampire. Which, to judge by your means, has not yet come to pass.
Did what we could, but
My patience is at an end, Geralt. Where is he? Where is Detlef?
don't know. I lost his trail.
Is this all you have to say?
I respect your grace. All I can say is the truth.
At times, I hunt foxes. Do you know how it works? The ducal huntsman releases the hounds. They catch the fox's scent, chase the animal down, and lead the Bachu to it. All within an hour. You, Witcher, have had a week. The aid of my most excellent knights. Yet, you have tracked absolutely nothing down. I've begun to suspect my beagles might have done a better job.
Summon your beagles then.
Then perhaps your grace should have sent a beagle instead of a witcher after the vampire.
You tread on thin ice, Witcher. Very thin. Wisdom demands you choose your words more cautiously. But to the matter at hand. Have you managed to establish anything?
Your Grace, it seems Siana tricked Detlef, used him to murder the knights who escorted her into exile. We have reason to believe that...
Your Grace! Vampires!
What? Speak now!
Vampires! They protect the city! Captain de la Tour defends the square near the boat landing, but... so many lives lost!
Damn it.
If it's war this Detlef wants, it's war he shall have. Geralt, get to work. This time I'll hear no excuses. Palmer and you...
Get her out of here.
Все. Fuck, I could have killed her.
Siana failed to appear as summoned. And there. Dettlaff is not making idle threats.
Seems not. Need to make some serious plans of our own now. It's gone too far, damn it. Regis, you mentioned there was a way to draw Dettlaff out. A way you've avoided resorting to so far because you thought it was too dangerous.
Is that how I put it? Do forgive me, and I've misled you terribly. The word dangerous is simply a scandalous understatement in this case.
Regis, another inner monologue growing out of a personal dilemma. Just tell me how to flush Dettlaff out, force him to meet, please.
In due course. But first, Geralt, I'd like you to consider the alternative. After all, you could fulfill Dettlaff's demand and liberate his beloved Siana.
Think Dettlaff still believes Siana's innocent?
I believe he suspects something. He must. And he seeks to understand what happened.
And for that, he's declared war on the entire duchy?
What can I say? Moderation was never his strong suit.
Really want to free Siana? Hand her over to Dettlaff? Refuse to accept you consider that wise.
It's hard to believe, I know. But Dettlaff is not actually evil, merely impulsive. He needs but meet with her, speak with her, and he will spare the city.
So say I agree to this, 'cause I might. Still no chance Anna Henrietta will.
I do not recall ever suggesting we ask her permission.
The meeting. What if it's nothing like you say? What if it goes sour, ends in a fight? Willing to guarantee Siana won't get hurt?
It seems unlikely in the extreme that...
Didn't ask for a lecture on probability. Need a simple answer. Yes or no.
I vow that not a hair on her head shall come to any harm.
Got serious reservations about this plan. Not least among them, we have no idea where Siana's being held. You heard the Duchess. She's not at the prison.
Hardly a reservation. More of an excuse. I'm certain you'll find her. You must merely decide you wish to.
Could ask Damien. Duchess treats him like a lapdog. Keeps him close most times. He might know something more.
There, you see? I knew you'd think of something. Bravo. I trust I've dispelled your doubts, then.
Not so fast. We're not done talking. How would I go about luring Dettlaff out of hiding if I wanted to? With the blood of a virgin?
You see, somewhere nearby lives an unusual denizen. One of the unseen, ancient and powerful vampires. Among the oldest and strongest.
And?
Toussaint is this unseen elder's territory. All vampires owe him fealty while they are here. He need but say the word, designate a time and place, and Dettlaff will be forced to appear.
So this unseen elder, how do we convince him to summon Dettlaff?
We must find him first. The elder does not see arrivals unless he absolutely must. But locals, Oriana, for instance, you know, she too is a...
Yeah, figured it out. All right, let's say she gets me in to see the unseen elder. What then?
I don't know. You'll have to improvise, I suppose.
So I'm basically stuck. Either gotta give in to a blackmailer, or fight him.
You know what I would opt for. Should we free Siana and arrange for her to meet with Dettlaff, there's a good chance we'll all survive this ordeal. Dettlaff included.
Regis, don't mean to put you on the spot, but I gotta know. Say I do decide to fight Dettlaff. Who'll you stand with?
Should you decide your sword is the sole solution, I shall not stand in your way.
Appreciate it.
Certainly hope so. Now, please tell me, what is it you intend to do?
Shit, I need to replay this. So it doesn't matter what I pick, I can't see all endings.
No idea. Need to think.
Not an easy choice, understood. Permit me to leave you to wrestle with this dilemma. I'm needed in the city. I cannot stop what is happening, but I can try to limit the number of victims. Once you've decided and learned something, perhaps, whisper a word to the Ravens. I shall find you.
If I can make a manual save for the start. So I get both endings. They're both fun, very fun.
Gods, my mom. Vampires. Real life flesh. Filthy blood vampires.
Take a piss and decide what to do first. We're gonna see all endings, so be right back in a minute.
Oh! Darn it! Watch where you step, fool.
No, I got no plans. My next plan is to get healthy. So I probably won't stream once I'm done with Witcher for at least 5 more days. I'm gonna lie down in bed and wait for this fucking thing to pass. Find Damien asking where Sienna is being kept or ask Oriana. I did a manual save, did I? I forget things, I did. It doesn't matter, we do the first thing, alright? Now we're on foot. I can TP if I want to, but whatever. Got the cup. Leather. That's bullshit. That's bullshit, man. Huh? Nice bug. Fucking nice bug. Leather.
Need to look around. Armor proved useless. Claws sliced through steel like through butter. Armor proved useless. Claws sliced through steel like through butter. They broke formation. Ran.
Sorry. To cool him off.
Barricade put up in the street. Fell on his face. Struck in the back. Dragged him around.
Oh. What is that flather doing?
Must be in the bank. Barricaded themselves inside.
Killed it. Single-handedly. That harlot's brood slaughtered half my unit.
See, it came damn close to slaughtering you as well. Need to withdraw. You and your men. Now.
My duty lies with the city.
Won't help the city by leading your men to the slaughter. Damien, conversation back at the palace, remember? I'll say it again. Your men don't stand a chance.
Men, tend to the wounded and prepare to march out.
Doing the right thing. Now listen close. Silver. That's what you want to use against vampires. Your alchemists, order them to produce as much vampire oil as they can. Churn it out in gallons. Then coat your blades with it. Keep an eye out for Alps and Bruxae. The shapely ones resemble women. There one moment, gone the next. Bombs containing silver splinters are a pretty good idea.
Thank you, Witcher. I hope you're worth the coin the Duchess pledged you. And that you'll return with the head of the wretch that did this, skewered on a hook.
Your problem's my problem now. Leave it to me.
Hey.
I'll solve it.
How?
All I can say just now is I'm gonna need Sienna.
You know the Duchess's decision. Sienna awaits her trial. In custody.
Yeah, I know it. Doesn't mean I have to agree with it.
You've that luxury. I do not. I've sworn my loyalty to her grace.
Can't force you, won't try. But I'd urge you to ask yourself a question. How will you feel tomorrow when you bury more soldiers while knowing you might have prevented their deaths, but chose not to even try? See, I'm wasting my time here.
Wait. When last I saw Sienna, her grace was escorting her to the palace playroom.
Playroom? As in for children? You sure?
I've served in the ducal palace for years. I know its every corner. So yes, I am damn sure.
Playroom? So what, Duchess locked Sienna up in a dollhouse?
Honestly, I've no clue. Look, I've told you what I saw. What you do with it is no concern of mine.
Got it. I'll look into it. You get back to your barracks. Retrace my steps. Path ought to be clear. Gotta signal Regis. Have him join me.
Modify Escoria. Regis.
Tell Regis to meet me in the palace. We need to get to the playroom.
fucking thing. Freaked out. The fuck?
Kind of you to summon me. I thank you wholeheartedly. Beyond the doors, the playroom. Found one of my brethren sniffing about. I made sure he'd stay out of our way. I suggest we postpone any further discussion.
Locked. Of course. Regis, I'd rather not have a fist fight with this door. Would you mind? Thanks.
At your service.
Regis.
Utter silence. No one here.
We should look around at least.
He's fucking trolling me.
A tin knight.
A rocking horse. Rather worn. I suppose it got a lot of use.
Nothing under the carpet.
Did you expect something? Apart from the dust swept under there by a lazy chambermaid.
Miniature tableware. And plush toys. Cute.
Mirror, mirror on the wall. I despise these things.
What the? Found a notebook. Property of Isabelle de Roquefort, court governess. The notes of Sienna and Anna Henrietta's governess when they were little.
I'm not sure it will help, but I suppose there's no harm in leafing through them.
Sienna gave me a drawing today.
Charming.
Of freshly decapitated bodies covered in blood.
Perhaps not so much.
I asked her why ever she would draw such a thing. Her Highness claimed it was a rendering of nightmares which have plagued her for as long as she can remember. Sienna does wake up screaming nearly every night, save when she shares a bed with Henrietta. Curse of the Black Sun. Supposedly girls afflicted by it had horrible dreams. Kind of horrible that made some of them go mad. The girls quarreled today. I must note rather sadly they did not behave as befits future ladies. The incident devolved into fisticuffs. Anna Henrietta was first to strike her sister. Sienna gave back as good as she'd gotten. By the time I separated them, Henrietta had lost 2 teeth. She ran off to complain to her parents. His Grace the Duke refused to believe my version of events. He laid all the blame on Sienna and vowed to punish the little one harshly. Henrietta did her best to have her sister's sentence commuted, but the Duke and Duchess proved unbending.
Once you're labeled a black sheep, it's so hard to shed that reputation.
Today I accompanied the girls for the first time to the land of 1,000 fables. We spent half the day there. First we played with Thumbelina, then with Barbarossa, who proved quite the charmer for a brigand and pirate.
I'm beginning to suspect Isabel de Roquefort wrote in her diary after taking a powerful hallucinogenic. Cannabis rudularis, for instance, or...
Shh, don't interrupt. I tip my cap to Master Artorius Figo for his achievement. He has proved he has no equal in the arcane arts.
Wait, Artorius was the court mage here, a specialist in illusions, which means...
Regis, last warning. Stop interrupting or I'll seat you in the corner. The girls told me if I ever wish to visit alone, I need but crack open the land of 1,000 fables and utter out loud the incantation, Expecto Ludum.
A book as the key to an illusion. My, this grows more interesting by the minute.
Mages sent by the Conclave arrived today. They came to examine Sienna. I cannot know what conclusions they drew, but His Grace now seems clearly upset.
Curse of the Black Sun. There's no doubt then that she was diagnosed with the syndrome symptoms.
Or had that label planted on her. It goes on. I dared ask the Duke what would become of the girl. He did not reply. I tutored the girls in Nilfgaardian today. Sienna applies herself so, though she has great difficulty memorizing new vocabulary. Lady Henrietta seems more gifted in this regard, yet also prone to impish behavior. When she thought me out of earshot, she called me a blood accuser. She and Sienna laughed so hard they almost choked. Blooda is damned, or cursed. What's Cusa?
In the melodious tongue of our none-too-friendly neighbors to the south, the word describes the many-petaled flower that blooms in that place we so unmelodiously call the crotch.
Realize this might sound improbable, but maybe, just maybe, Anna Henrietta tossed Sienna into that illusion.
Not impossible. She would be safe there, and isolated. We must see.
Where's that book?
Okay, first we're gonna see this ending, and then we do the Elder Vampire.
Well, well, a key tucked behind a picture. Wooden duck. Somebody broke its wings off. Nice tune.
Indeed, pleasant. It's a shame the mechanism's damaged.
This it? Let's see. Expecto Ludum. Regis? Regis!
Man, I bloody hate this area.
Land of 1,000 fables. Incredible. Let's see where this road takes me. illusion. It's so powerful there's no way to dispel it.
Is it too far to jump? It's not. Shit, this thing's. You're not real.
Damn it. And this is a playground for two little girls? Something's not right.
Bloody hell, let him out!
Voices.
He gobbled up my gingerbread! Now it's my turn to gobble him! Hands off my hearth, dearie. You wouldn't want me to get cross. Then you open it. Now, who's this? A lost traveler? You're not supposed to be here, sweetie. Why, you're old. Old and pale. But never worry. A bit of butter, a bit of spice, and you'll make a tasty morsel. Just as soon as I catch you.
Oh my god.
She doesn't douse you.
Jesus Christ. Wait. Fucking Bruce is shitting me.
What the hell was that?
Okay, it was easier than I thought.
Heard of her, haven't you? Now, where did you put that key?
Listen, how'd you come by a weapon?
It's Prince Charming's. He no longer needs it.
Here it is.
have begged me for certain if you'd not... Sienna? Is that you?
It's been years, Jack.
Have you come to play?
No, I just want your beans, so you can breathe easy.
Breathe easy? Because you aren't here to play? What's that about?
Jack knows what I mean, so he'll tell me where the beans are as fast as he can. Isn't that right?
Sienna, I'm sorry, but I haven't got them.
Oh, something tells me you're lying. Perhaps you wish to play the old games after all, hmm? This little piggy went to market. This little piggy went home, for instance.
I'm telling the truth. I swear it. Henrietta, she ordered them buried all over so you wouldn't be able to leave.
Where?
I don't know. But Joss, the boy with the thing for wolves, he should know. He sticks his nose in everyone's affairs.
He had better know, because if not, I'll find you and we'll have ourselves a little talk. Understand? Now shoo! Ah, all right. So why is it you're here?
Searching for my lost childhood. Wound up at Kaer Morhen as a little boy. Don't quite remember how. Never had any toys. Never played any games. What do you think? Why might I be here? It's Dettlaff. He's trying to force Anna Henrietta's hand. Wants her to release you. Summoned monsters to attack Beauclair.
Sounds like Dettlaff, all right. But I doubt you came all this way just to bring me up to speed on current events. So get to the point, please.
Isn't it obvious? Offering to be your ally. We both want you out of here. You because you want your freedom back. Me because as soon as you meet with Dettlaff, he'll put an end to the chaos in the city.
You exposed me. I landed in prison because of you. Now you come to beg my help, I dare say. My life is full of surprises, isn't it? But normally I'd tell you to sod off. But, from what you say, folk are dying who have nothing to do with this. Not part of the plan. Dettlaff was only to kill those who deserved it. No one else. Fine, Witcher. I accept your offer. Consider us allies. Shake on it.
This place. Tell me something more. It's an illusion, right?
Yes, created by Arturius Vigo. Anna, Henrietta, and I would come here to play out scenes from our favorite fables.
Which didn't seem like she was playing.
Magical entropy. Without maintenance, the spell gradually disintegrates over time. It grows wild.
Your sister chose a dangerous place for your prison.
It's deceptive. Provided I don't provoke them, the fairy tale characters don't attack me. But you don't belong here. So you had best be on your watch.
Since you brought it up, the knights Dettlaff killed. What exactly did they do to you? Crespi, Dulac, Lacroix, Peyrek Peyron?
Not a memory I enjoy revisiting, but I suppose you deserve to know. When my parents disowned me, they ordered those very knights to escort me beyond the duchy's borders. All did so without uttering a single word in my defense.
Like you said, they had their orders.
Mm-hmm. But Crespi was not ordered to beat me unconscious with a horsewhip after my first attempt at escape. And Dulac had no instructions to deny me food and abuse me. I learned something then. Knights are not so chivalrous when no one's watching.
That explains a lot.
Shocked, aren't you? You must have thought you had me pegged. Before bothering to hear my side. Everyone does that.
Curse of the Black Sun. That's why you were banished, right?
Mm-hmm. Twisted princesses, mutants. I'm certain you've heard of us.
Even met one of you. Renfrey of Craden.
And? Was she truly monstrous?
She was cruel, that's certain. But what caused it? The curse or what she went through? Asking myself to this day.
You killed her, didn't you?
Had no choice.
Funny. Mum said the same when she tossed me out of the house.
So, what's with the beans? Mind explaining?
Certainly. But you must gird yourself with patience. There are 2 ways out of this land. My darling sister blocked one when she tossed me in here. The other's up there, in the clouds. She made it hard, but not impossible to access by concealing the beans.
Still don't understand.
Don't fret, just listen. That boy, that was Jack, of Beanstalk fame. You know the tale?
Jack climbed a gigantic beanstalk to a giant's castle, high up in the clouds.
As we shall do if we can just find those blasted beans. There are 3. 1 red, 1 blue, 1 yellow.
Stalk won't sprout from just one?
No, because it must transpire exactly as it did in the tale. Clear now? So we must find Joss. Perhaps he will be able to help us. You lead. Joss can usually be found wandering the glade at the foot of the mount. It's some distance from here, past the witch's house to the right.
Witch lives cookies.
So, what exactly is happening in the city?
Bloodshed, a massacre, which is why we gotta hurry.
You needn't fret. Time flows differently from progress here. We can stay here a week, yet outside mere minutes will have passed. Watch out! Pixies!
Pixies.
Come on!
Literally forgot this part.
Not the friendliest pixies I've met.
We were put here to protect the Fable Sphere from intruders. Meaning you. Oh, unicorns! We must catch them. We won't have to walk everywhere then. I call the pink one.
Just look at this shit. Emrys, thanks for the sub, Emrys. Oh shit.
Exciting, isn't it? Reminds me of my childhood.
Reminds me of something altogether different.
Care to elaborate?
Rather not.
Here, none at all.
Damn, you're ugly.
Right, not in any danger. That's him. Joss. Blast, they're going to rip him.
Thank you, motherfuckers. A level 86.
Relax, it's over.
No, it's not. There's more. Another wolf behind you. Ignore him. He always lies.
Aha. Boy who cried wolf. Still does, I suppose. And doesn't, when they actually appear.
The one and only. Listen, you little chit. Jack said you know what's become of his 3 beans.
I don't know anything! Not one thing, and besides, watch out! Wolves!
This'll be interesting. Right, let's get to it. Let's say for a minute you know what happened to the red bean. Where wouldn't it be?
For certain, no one swallowed it. Oh no, definitely not that.
Of course not. But say someone didn't. Who would it be that didn't swallow it?
A human. The most human in the land of 1,000 fables. Everyone! Wolves! Run!
Bet you haven't heard what happened to the blue bean. Maybe? Not at all? Right?
I've heard it lies about somewhere, out in the open.
Just like that? No one guarding it?
Nobody. 3 times over. Help! Wolves!
Yellow bean. Don't know a thing about it, right?
It's somewhere very, and I mean very deep. So deep, in fact, it's completely underground.
And who has it?
A bold farmhand, who in no way and not at all awaits someone. Not in the slightest. Good folk! Wolf!
Say that word one more time and I'll chop you up. Feed you to the fishes. Understood?
All right, we should go.
Watch out for wolves!
I forgot that the ending is actually the longest part in Blood and Wine. Multiple endings combined,
Tough
they're
to
like
talk
6
to, that
hours.
one.
Maybe
Was
even
it,
more.
though? You need merely remember he always lies. Or more precisely, reverses the truth.
Where to now?
I'm not sure. We should visit some of the other fables. The meaty ones, that is. Perhaps then Joss's hints will make more sense. It's just a few. Red Riding Hood, piglets and bears, 3 of each. And Goldilocks, of course. Then Longlocks, and a little lass who sells flint.
Fine. Let's get to work.
Find the 3 magic beans.
Incredible. You must have loved this place.
I did at first. But children get bored quickly. Even tea parties with a whole cackle of princesses eventually turn dull and routine.
What did you do then?
Dropped a duck egg in the swan's nest once, that sort of thing. Stole the pea out from under the princess, who sleeps to this day, I think. Faster! Come on, you... Know what? They need names. I'll call mine... Anise.
Call mine Roach.
Roach? Are you serious?
Ugh.
Closest, eh?
Oh look! The Emperor of Nilfgaard.
He's come out to show off his new robe.
Flint! Gauze! Pipes! Rolling leaves!
Si van a comprar. Lucy this goosey. Balbina the goose, known as the goose that lays golden eggs. Goose.
Contract from a goose. That's new.
You really aim to concern yourself with that?
A true witcher should never abandon poultry in distress.
Poultry in distress. Is everything locked? Yeah.
Care for a cigarillo? A bit of
Cigarillo.
tobacco? A dab of fistek?
Remind me,
Fist
what
action
tale are
of
you
fairy
from?
tale.
Sold flints when I was a lass. But no one bought them, so I branched out. Now I deal in snuffs, puffs, all sorts of fun things. What'll you have, sweeties?
Magic beans. Do you have any?
If it's not the new name of some kicker I already have, dearies, then no. But maybe you'd like some.
Hey, where'd you get that ribbon? That's mine.
Is that so? Then why was it lying in the bushes? Finders keepers, sweetheart.
The ribbon. Mind explaining what the fuss is about?
There's not much to explain. I got it from Aturius Vigo when I was a child. It was to protect me from evil. It clearly didn't work, given how I ended up.
But it means a lot to you.
How should I put this? I have so few mementos from my childhood, and the ribbon reminds me of the good old days, when I was someone else.
Dears, could you continue this touching scene elsewhere, hmm? You're scaring away my customers.
Give Sienna the ribbon. Why not, huh?
Sugar plum. The only thing I hand out for free is a first hit. To get them to come back for a second, of course. For all else, you've got to pay.
What if I asked you nicely?
Ask me nicely and I might play you for it. A round of cards?
What have you got to sell exactly?
Like I said, tobacco.
Gold ball. Golden thread, fistek, magic dust. Food, drink, junk.
Fine, I'll pay you for the ribbon. This enough?
It's enough. Now go away.
All right. Tell me.
What?
What you want in return. You're not doing this out of the kindness of your heart.
Don't want anything in return.
Thank you.
We're going.
Watch out, pixies!
Fucking pixies, man. Jesus Christ, they won't hurt. This feels so fucking.
Oh, the three little pigs' homes. You know the story, don't you? Who's afraid of the big bad wolf?
Looks like Big Bad's already blown down the houses of straw and sticks. Brick's the only one left.
We should look inside. Remember Joss's words?
One beam lies out in the open, guarded by 3 nobodies. Yeah, could be it.
No. Buff and blow the house.
I shall butcher you.
It's really pigs.
Oh, Pumbo, take it like that.
Oh my god. Got start open. Movie.
The big bad witcher huffed and puffed, and look, got a bean.
It cannot be.
What cannot be?
You actually have a sense of humor.
Why so shocked?
Well, when you arrived, all you did was pout and mumble things in that graphically monotone. And now this. A jest. And a good one at that. But here we are chatting away when there's work to do. We must keep looking.
So, do you like it here?
No, got a problem with magic in general. Illusions, portals, all that. Don't trust any of it.
A bow of old-fashioned tastes, eh? I like that.
I don't know if I can hold on to finish the game today.
Stunning, are they not?
Look at them
My
here.
new robes absolutely stunning.
My back is killing me. My neck is killing me.
Doesn't seem to be at home.
Duck, goose.
A feather, broken. There was a fight. A feather, broken. There was a fight. Goose feathers. Must have been flapping its wings.
I'll rest
Or did
very
it just
soon.
get plucked?
You know what? I can't be in a bed for 20 out of 24 hours daily, okay? It's 15 days now. But I know I don't feel well. I can sit down for like 3 hours or so and then everything starts to hurt. Disgusting feeling.
Watch out! Pixies! I shall butcher you.
Seriously. Rabbi, hello. Was it? You're on a holiday?
Hey, there, in the trees. Some kind of camp?
Ghost is ours! The golden eggs as well!
Game lags here. I'm dropping frames in this area for some reason. Red beard.
You mean to cross the barbarous Barbarossa? Not for your life!
I shall try. But why keep her in a cage? Eggs from free-range birds are so much better.
Here it is. Got it.
Oh well. Where's the key?
Good thing you posted that notice. Never would have found you otherwise.
Oh look, she laid a golden egg for you.
If only all my employers were that generous. Would have preferred a magic bean, but not about to complain.
Exactly, it's a golden egg. And where is it? Who the fuck is gonna find that, eh? They just got way too many items. Duh, whatever.
Did you really travel all the way here for a convent?
Nature of the job.
I don't believe it. You must have had another reason.
Well, spent a few idyllic months in Beauclair some time past. Part of me wanted to come back, I think.
Oh yes. Visit Toussaint once and you'll always long to return.
Did you like Anna Henrietta?
You jest, I adored her. My darling little sis. So adorable. So sweet. Yet when they banished me from the palace, she didn't so much as peek out of the window.
She might not have known. Maybe just couldn't.
And could she also not grant me amnesty when she was crowned? Please.
Big bad wolf.
Hello? Can we talk?
Schwungwatch, my head! Damn it all! I swear that was the last time I drank with Redbeard. Oh, Sienna, a bloody long time it's been. You've changed.
Whereas you, not at all, big bad wolf. Though it seems you've started running with the wrong crowd.
And who should I run with, eh? Thumbelina? One shot and she's under the table. But, what brings you?
You could always have a drink with us.
Oh, what now? Not on your life. I can barely stand, I'm so hungover.
You know what they say about the hair of the dog?
Out of the question. And why must you drink? Do you wish to drown some sorrow? And I don't mean to pry, but you don't look much like a young duchess to me.
They stripped me of my title and birthright, then banished me. A family spat, let's say.
Listen, looking for magic beans. Seen any?
I was given one for safekeeping, but...
Where is it? Talk!
Shh, not so loud.
Oh, I can be much louder than this. And resort to other means of persuasion.
Right there, the threats. Sienna to a T. Listen, I exist to restage a fairy tale. If you want to play at it, I'll be happy to oblige. But it won't be easy. The thing is, little Red Riding Hoods popped her clogs.
What?
1,000 times they cut my gut open, filled it full of rocks, and drowned me in the river. So once you stopped coming, I decided to repay the little imp for all her loving labor. Who now wants at the bottom of the well, she and the hunter, which means we can't play, and I'm under no obligation to talk to you, not about beans, nor anything else. So leave me be. Sod off.
Wolf's pretty cranky.
Surprised? Think about it. He was cast in the role of the Nemesis without ever asking for it. It's a dog's life, I tell you.
So, what now?
Don't worry. I'll play with him. Or rather, play him. I just need that little red hood. The piece of apparel, that is. Not the poor girl's corpse.
That's a relief.
You wish to help me? Here's your chance. Jump in the well and fish it out. Well, chop chop.
Is there anything else with Big Red Wolf?
Alright, time to jump in the well.
Break a leg. Any luck?
Yep, look what I got.
That would never fit you. Give it to me. How do I look?
Like she came straight from Assassin's Creed.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Let's go see the big bad wolf.
Let me guess. You'll play the granddaughter.
Mm-hmm. And you, the hunter.
You again? I thought I was clear. I will not talk to you if little Red Riding Hood is not with you.
Not a problem. Sienna can take her place.
What? Very well. It's not as if I can forbid you. Granddaughter, come closer, sweetie.
But Grandmama, what big eyes you have.
The better to see you with, my dear.
Granny, what big arms you have.
The better to embrace you with, my dear.
And Grandmama, what big teeth you have. Eh?
The better to eat you with, my dear.
Don't attack me during cinematic. Big bad wolf. What on earth?
Joss said about the red bean. A human has it, and he definitely didn't swallow it.
Mm-hmm. Gotta open his belly. Bottle caps, fake teeth, a corkscrew. Ah, here it is. Red bean.
Well then, one step closer to our goal.
What?
I find myself wondering if you're just horribly discreet, or if those mutations completely scrubbed away your curiosity. Are you really not interested in what happened? In what became of me after they cast me out?
Well, since you brought it up, I'd gladly hear the rest. Let's see. They'd escorted you out of the duchy.
Yes. And the noble knights of Toussaint, I didn't stop until we reached the Ketdu wilderness. They left me there alone, without a copper, in a torn lace dress, right when the frosts were setting in. They assumed something would eat me, or that I'd do everyone a favor and die of hunger. But as always, I failed to live up to expectations. I wandered the woods for a week, went purple from the cold, gnawed the bark from twigs. Finally, I saw a light among the trees. A campsite. They were bandits, bearded, drunk, spattered with blood. I was sure they'd rape me or kill me. Or both.
Take it neither happened?
That's when I learned a robber and a murderer can be a better man than a knight in shining armor. They took me in, we set off for Nazaire, and I did what I could to repay them. I advanced in their ranks rather quickly. Eventually, I became their leader. Of the whole ragged band.
Should have stayed there, maybe.
Perhaps. Perhaps I should have forgotten everything, started a new life. But you know what? There came a point when I thought, you wanted a monster. Then a monster you shall get.
Assassin's Creed doesn't exist anymore. That's just...
Been through a lot.
I have. And throughout this time, my sister was stomping grapes and shagging minstrels on down bedding.
She wasn't the one to banish you.
And I'm not angry at her for that. I'm angry at her because she forgot about me. Right. We've had our chat. Come.
Guys, I can't sit anymore. My back is fucking killing me. I wish to play more, but I can't. I'm just dead sick. Out of energy completely. People, thanks for watching. And I hope I'll see you tomorrow, I guess, if I get better. I wish you all a good night, guys.